database, you are going to use the database. For using the database, we have one more syntax, that is use database. Semicolon. This is the syntax, and the example is you have created class 12, we are going to use class 12. So use class 12. By using this command, you can use your database 12. After using the database, we are going to create a table. After creating the table, we are going to insert the data in the table. After that, we can use the data which are present inside the table. Now, let's see the next syntax, that is a syntax to create a table. To create a table, the syntax is create table, table name, after that column name, data type, then size. Then you give a comma. After that, column name 2, that is the second column name, then data type, then the size. Next, like that, you are going to create as much as column you require. After that, the last column name, data type, and size. And at the end, you close the bracket, then close with the semicolon. So this is the syntax for creating a table. In this manner, you are going to create a table. Let's see an example, and we will take the example of the students. We have the field name, student ID, name, and contact number. So let's create that table. The name of the table here is student. So we will write, instead of this table name, student. Then after that, column name, that is the first column name. Here the first column name is student ID. Data type, yesterday we have learned how you are going to give a data type. Here this is S005, S008, S001. That is a text. When there is a text, you can give a data type cur or worker. Now by saying this, we have size 1, 2, 3, 4. That is, the size is very less. It is only 4. That's why we can use the data type cur. So instead of writing this data type, we are going to write cur. And a size. At the end, we are going to give a size. Here it is 5. So whenever you give a size, you give more than the size. That is, let's give here 5. After that, semicolon. One more thing that yesterday you have done, that is to give a primary key. Here, yesterday we have set this field as a primary key. So when you create a table, you are going to create the table along with the primary key. So we will give here primary key to indicate that this field is the primary key. After that, we will give a comma. Now write the next column like the first one. So we will remove all the things and write the name of the second column, that is name. What will be with the data type? The data type can be cur or worker. Let's take worker. Size. The size for this you can give 20 or 25, because we can see that some of the name used to be very lengthy one. That is, the name is very long. So for that purpose, we will give 20 or 25 size. After this, a comma. After that, the last column, that is contact number. Data type. Here you see that this is a number, so we will give int. And the size, as the contact number is 10, so we will give more than 10. That is, suppose up to 15. want to check whether your database is available, then you can type a command. So your database name was class 12. After that, semicolon. And if you want to check your table, then so your table name is student, semicolon. So in this manner, by typing these two commands, you can check in your database window whether your database is available or whether your table is available. Now we have already created this field in your database. Now let's insert a data in a table. For inserting the data in a table, let's see the syntax. The syntax is insert into table name, values. After that, value 1, 2, 3. That means as much as value you require. After that, the last value, then close with a semicolon. Let's see the example, the same table which we have created earlier. So we will use the command from here. That is insert into. Insert into is a keyword, so it will remain same. After that, table name. Here the table name is student. After that, values. After that, you write a value one by one. That is S001 within a quotation, comma. After that, next value. After that, the last value. Then you close with a semicolon. So in this manner, we have inserted the first values in a table. Like that, you insert the second one, then the third one, then your table will be completed. After fully completion of your table, if you want to check your table whether the data is available or not, for that we have one more syntax, and the syntax is select field name from table name, semicolon. That means, let's take the example, select field name. Here the field name std, or suppose if you want to select all the fields, then select all. Star is a symbol of all. From table name, that is student, semicolon. So this command will show you the same table which has been displayed here. And if you want to select only student ID and name, then you are going to write this command, select stdid, comma, name from student. Like this, you can write a select command with different categories. This select command is to select all the data in the table. This select command is to select only the std ID and name. And suppose if you want student and ID only for A, then for that also we have the next command. Now let's see some more commands in the database. That is, we have some more important command which you have already known earlier also. So table name, that is to show the table which are present in your database. Then show database, to show the database which are present in the database window itself. Then after that, use database. That means after creating the database, you can use the database. We don't need to create the database again and again. If you create once your database, you can use as much as you require. That means today you have created a database. In the next class, you can use the same database by using this command. And suppose you want to create a table. Yesterday you have created one table. Today you want to create one more table in the same database. That multiple table in single database. You don't need to create a database again and again. Once created, then you can use multiple time. After that, DESC database. DESC means describe. Describe a database or describe a table. Describe a table. Describe the table. When you create this, when you write the command describe the table, the table will be described. That means when you create a table, you have created your table like student ID. After that, you have given some data type. The data type was curve. After that, you have given a size that was 5. Then a next field that is name, worker 25. The last one int, then size, and we have added here primary key. This description will be shown when you type DESC table name. So these are some of the important commands which you have to remember to work along with your database. And as earlier we have already said that to insert the data, you can use the insert command, and to see all the data you are going to use the select command. In the select, you have already known two types of select command, that is select command with the all field, and the next is select command with the selected column. You can also select the command with the selected row. Now let's see the select command along with the selected row, that is select selected columns std, id, name, from, student. After that, you give a where clause. Where, suppose you want to select the data only for a student S001. So we will give here std id equal to S008. Semicolon. By typing this command, you are going to select only the data which is present here. The output of the program will be the output of the program. Now let's learn practically with the help of the software. Now let's open the database software. For that, you go to start, all program, MySQL. After that, you select this server, and from here you have two command line. You select any one, we will get this window. After that, you give the password of the software. We have the password admin, type admin. After that, enter. One more time. Now you get the window for the software. Here you need to type the commands which you have learned just now. First of all, let's check what are the database which is available inside this software. For that, you type show database, semicolon, enter. You can see we have lot of database here. These are the database which the student has created earlier. So we have here around 400 453 database. Now we are going to create our own database. For that, you write a command which you have learned, create database and your database name, that is class 12. Some error is there. Why the error has been indicated? We have a rule that you cannot use any other symbol in the name. Here class 12, when you give the class 12, you have used a symbol here. This symbol is not permitted by the software. That's why the error message has arrived. So let's create the database one more time. One more error, that is, just check one more time, create database class 12. You make a mistake here, that is create. The spelling is wrong here. So when you make any mistake, even in the spelling, you are not going to create. You won't be able to create a database. So that we will make an error free. So now you check the spelling correctly. Now your database has been created. When you get query OK, one row affected, this means that your database is already created. Now let's check your database is available or not. For that, you type the command show command. When you write the database name, make sure that you give an S here. Now out of this, you are going to check whether your database is available or not. For that, you will go above and check in C, class 12. See here we have lot of class 10, 14, 17, but your class, just now what you have created is class 12 and your database is available here. Now as we have lot of database, the software will not understand in which database you are going to work. That's why we will write one more command to use the database, so that the software will understand in which database you are going to work. Use the name of your database, that is class 12. Database change. This database change indicate that now you are inside the class 12 database. After using the database, now let's see if any table is available inside this class 12. For that, show tables. Make sure that you write the name table along with S. Empty set. Empty set means inside this database there is not a single table. Now you are going to create a table along with the command which you have learned. That is create table. Table name. The name of our table was student. Write the field name. Data type of this field and size. Separate with a comma. query. Okay, that means now your table is already created. Inside your table, you have a field name, STD ID, name and contact number. See that you should not have any space when you write the name of the field. Instead of space, we use here underscore. You can use the symbol underscore, but you cannot use any other symbol like full stop or semicolon or dash. But you can use this only underscore, and you cannot use any space between the name. Now let's see your table description. For that, we will type the command DESC, the name of your table, that is student. This is the structure of your table. When you describe field name, then data type, null value, yes, that means you can use the null here, and key, as we did not write here any primary key, so it has not indicated any primary key. But when you write a primary key just after this size 5 in the first field, then it will be indicated primary key here. But we did not inserted any primary key, so the field will be without primary key. And the next, for the name, the type is worker and the size is 25, which has been indicated here. Now let's create one more table, that is student 1 along with the primary key. One error message is there. We make a mistake here, primary key. So you try to correct the mistake here. You can copy this coding, Control C, and paste here, Control V. Now the query is okay. Now you can see, you can check the description again. For that, now you can see that in the key you have PRI, that is primary. Both the table are same. Here this is for the student table and the other one is for student 1. Here you can see that in the key nothing has been written, but in the second table you have PRI, that is primary key. Primary key has been set for student ID. So like this, we are going to create the table. And the next, we are going to learn how to insert the data inside the table. For that, you have to write the insert command, which we have learned. Type the insert command. Insert into table name. Your table name is student. Values. Give the value one by one. Don't forget to give a quotation, double quotation or single quotation. And when you write the integer number, no need of quotation. Out of range, the size of contact number is more than the size that we have supplied, so you decrease the size here. You can copy again. Query, okay, that means your data is already inserted. Now let's check the data. For that, select command, table name, now you can see that in your table you have the data as 001, then Ronita, then the contact number. Like this, in this manner you are going to insert the data as much as you require, and you can check along with the select command. So this is all about the SQL. You can learn more when you try, that means along with a different command. For that, next time we will learn when we go to the higher classes. Thank you.
Stay home, stay safe, do it for yourself.